Good morning, student. Hello, how are you? First of all, I want to tell you that I miss you so much. I wish you have a good day, a good situation, and a good health. Our lesson for today is about practicing the simple present tense with adverbs of frequency. We use adverbs of frequency with simple present, right? Today also we will talk about how to make questions using how often, okay? Using what? How often. Also, today we will practice some words that related to global warming, okay? So, please open your activity book, page 18. Open your activity book, page 18. So, in exercise number 8, here you have to ask and answer questions about Abla and Salim. Using what? You have to use how often. You have to make a question and answer this question. About whom? About Abla and Salim. Using what? Using how often. Okay, so here we have what? Abla and Salim, and here we have the adverbs of frequency: often, always, sometimes, never. And here we have the actions, okay? The actions that they do. So, for example, look to the example. How often does Abla play computer games? How often does Abla play computer games? Look, here we have in the question, how often does. Why do we use does, not do? Because we have Abla, and Abla is singular noun, right? And with singular noun, you have to use does, not do, right? And play the main verb, computer game, complement, and the question mark. So, the answer is she never plays computer game. Like, Abla is here and plays computer game is here. So, she never plays computer game. She never plays computer game. So, we put the adverbs of frequency between the subject and the verb, right? She never plays computer game. She never. We put the adverb of frequency between the subject and the verb, and we add s to the verb, like plays, because we have singular pronoun, which is she. She is singular pronoun, and with singular pronoun you have to add s, right? So, another example. Let me give you example, okay? How often does how often does Salim turn off the water while brushing his teeth? How often does Salim, how often does Salim turn off the water while brushing his teeth? Like, the answer is he always turns off the water while brushing teeth, right? He or Salim always turns off the water while brushing his teeth. We use Salim always turns, not turn, turns. Why? Because Salim is singular noun, and with singular noun you have to add s, right? So Salim always turns off the water while brushing his teeth, okay? So another example. Okay, how often does Salim play computer games? Okay, how often does Salim play computer games? Here we have Salim and computer game. The answer is he sometimes plays computer games, right? He sometimes plays computer games. Also in the answer we add what? We add S. Can you notice? He sometimes plays. We say plays, not play. Why? Because Salim is singular noun, and with singular noun you have to add S. Salim sometimes plays computer games, right? Plays computer games, okay? So, write 3 examples, 3 questions, and 3 answers in your notebook, okay? And send me your answer, okay, student? So, let's move to exercise number 10, okay? So, are Abla and Salim good weather warrior? Why? What about you? Write 3 sentences. Here you have to write 3 sentences about Abla, Salim, and about yourself. Okay? So, the question is, are Abla and Salim good weather warrior? Do they fight global warming? Why? And you have to write about yourself. So, like to the example, Abla is or isn't a god weather warrior because she is what? She is a god weather warrior or not? Yes, she is a god weather warrior. Why? Because she often turns off the water while brushing her teeth, and also she always wears cool clothes in summer and turns off the air conditioning in summer. Okay? Okay, can you notice that? She is a good weather warrior because she often, look, turns off the water while brushing her teeth. Okay, she always turns off the water while brushing her teeth. She always wears cool clothes in summer. Right? She always wears cool clothes in summer, and she always turns off the air conditioning in summer. Right? She always turns off the air conditioning in summer. That's why she is a good weather warrior, right? She is or she fights what? Global warming, right? That's why she saved the planet, right? She saved the planet, okay? She turns off the water while brushing her teeth. She wears cool clothes in summer. She turns off the air conditioning in summer, and that's why she is God weather warrior and she fights global warming. What's about Salim? What's about Salim? Salim is a good weather warrior because he always recycles cans. Okay. Always turns off the water while brushing his teeth. And the last one, he always turns off the air conditioning. Okay. Or sometimes. Okay. So, Salim is a good weather warrior because he always, look, turns off the water while brushing his teeth, okay? And he is a good weather warrior because he always recycles cans, okay? He always recycles cans, okay? Also, he always wears cool clothes in summer, and he sometimes turns off the air conditioning in summer. That's why he is a good weather warrior, and he fights global warming, and he saves the planet. Okay, so he is what? A good weather warrior. Okay. Okay, students, now you have to write about yourself. Okay, write about yourself. Do you a good weather warrior or not? Okay, how often you have to answer those questions? How often do you turn off the water while brushing your teeth? How often do you recycle cans? How often do you play computer game? How often do you wear cool clothes in summer? How often do you turn off the air conditioning in summer? Okay, if the answer of your answer that you always do those things, if you always do those things, then you are a good weather warrior. Okay, you are, or you save the planet, right? You fight global warming. Okay, student, so write about yourself here. Okay, so and send me your answer. Okay, now in exercise number 11. Okay, exercise number 11 here. Here, read the clues from 1 to 5 and write the word vertically. In the puzzle, you are given the first letter. Here we have a clues. What does clues mean? Here we have 5 clues. What does clues mean? Clues, keywords. What does keywords mean also? Keywords كلمات مفتاحية and جمل دلالية. هاي الجمل tells us helps us to know the words. Okay, those sentences or those clues do what? Helps us to know the right words. Okay, so and here we have the first letter from each word. The first letter from each word. Okay, so the first one is to turn into ice. What is the word that means to turn into ice? Can you remember the words that we talked about in the beginning of this unit? The first words that we talked about in this unit. I wrote those words and I sent you the meaning. Can you remember that? Those words? So, one of those words talked about what? To turn into ice. To turn into ice. It is freeze. Like, it is what? Freeze. يتجمد. To turn into ice. Okay? To become ice, right? It is what? Freeze. Okay? So the first one is freeze. The second one, look, the weather conditions of a place. The weather conditions of a place. Okay? The weather condition of a place. Look, here we have the first letter is C. Can you remember? It is a climate. The weather conditions of a place. It is a climate. Okay? It is what? A climate. الظروف الجوية. It is a climate. المناخ in a place. المناخ المتعلق بمنطقة. Okay? So it is climate. The third one. The Earth's temperature keeps going up. The Earth's temperature keeps going up. It starts with G. Can you remember that? The Earth's temperature keeps going up. The temperature of the Earth is too high. So it is what? It is global warming. احتباس حراري. The Earth's temperature keeps going up. درجات الحرارة تبقى مرتفعة. It is global warming, right? The fourth one is number 4. The gases surrounding the Earth. The gases surrounding the Earth. The gases surrounding the Earth. What does or what is the word that mean the gases surrounding the Earth? It is atmosphere. It is atmosphere, right? atmosphere الغلاف الجوي. الغلاف الجوي يحتوي على gases surrounding the earth, gases surrounding the planet, right? It is what? The atmosphere, okay? And the last one, the degree of heat in the atmosphere. The degree of heat, درجات الحرارة في الغلاف الجوي. It is temperature. It is what? It is temperature. Temperature is the degree of heat in the atmosphere, okay? The degree of heat in the atmosphere. And the last one here we have start number 6, look. Start with E. It is what? Look. E, and it ends with T. It is what? Environment. The natural word environment, okay? It is environment, okay, student? So write down the words in your activity book, okay, student? Now let's move to page number 19, okay? Open your activity book, page 18, okay? Here you have a communication skills. So let's read. You are a member of Kids Ecology Club and you have to decide on a project for this school or for this year in the school garden. Read these proposals and then complete the grid with the good and the bad points of each one. You may add others, okay? So here you have to imagine that you are a member of a kids ecology club. What does Kids Ecology Club mean? Kids Ecology Club. Kids Ecology Club نادي علم البيئة للأطفال, okay? نادي علم البيئة. You have to imagine yourself that you are a member in this club. عضو في هذا النادي, okay? You have to decide on a project for this year in the school garden. You have to do a project in the school garden, okay? Project for school garden. We have 3 proposals, okay? 3 what? 3 proposals or 3 ideas, okay? عندنا 3 اقتراحات أو 3 أفكار, okay? And you have to notice the good point of those ideas and the bad points of those ideas. This is number 1, the first idea or the first proposal. This is number 2 and this is number 3. You have to read those 3 proposals and notice the good points and the bad points of those 3 proposals, okay? So let's read the first one. The first proposal, it is making what? Making bird-friendly environment in our school garden, okay? Bird-friendly environment. This project about what? This project about birds, okay? So, it is easy to attract birds to a garden. You can see different birds all year round. Birds need water, food, and protection, okay? Put up a bird bath and keep it full of clean water. Hang bird feeders with different seeds around the garden, okay? So, again, it is easy to attract birds to a garden. It is very easy to attract birds to a garden. What does attract mean? Attract means تجذب الطيور. It is very easy to attract birds. Why? Because there is a lot of birds, different birds all the year, okay? So we have birds in the sky. That's why it is easy to attract birds. من السهل جذب الطيور. Okay? But birds need water, food and protection. الطيور تحتاج for water, food and protection. Okay, what does the protection mean? Protection الحماية. Okay, تحتاج إنه نحميها. So, it needs what? To put up bird bath and keep it full of clean water. You have to provide those birds with what? With water, right? And they need what? They need food. You have to feed those birds, okay? So you have to hang bird feeders with different seeds. What does seeds mean? Seeds, the food of birds, okay? It is what? It is الحبوب, okay? So birds need food. What is the food they need? It is seeds, okay? So the good point of this idea or of this project is that it is easy to attract bird. Okay, it is easy to attract birds to garden. You can see different birds all around the year. It is easy to attract birds. Okay, what is the bad point of this idea? What is the bad point of this idea? You need to change the water in the bird bath and provide a lot of food. So the birds need what? Water and food, right? So you need to change the water in the bird bath and you need to provide a lot of food. Okay, student? So this is what? This is the bad point. So the next project is making wildflower garden in our school garden. Okay, you need what? You need, or the project what? The project is making wildflower garden in school garden. Okay, so let's read. Wildflower don't need much work and butterflies and birds like them. Grow snapdragon and poppies, hollyhocks and forget-me-not water every week. So, wildflowers don't need much work, okay? And butterflies and birds like them. The butterflies and the birds like what? Like the white flowers. They come to the flowers, okay? You can grow snapdragons and poppies, hollyhocks and forget-me-nots. So those are examples of wildflower. This is what? This is example of snapdragon. This flowers like this flowers is snapdragon. Can you see? This is snapdragon. This is snapdragons. Okay. This is poppies. This is poppies. Look, can you see this picture? This is poppies. Can you see? This is poppies. Okay. This is also poppies. This is hollyhocks. This is hollyhocks. Like, this flower is very, very beautiful, right? Like to the pink one. I like it. And this is what? Hollyhocks. And this is forget-me-not. Okay? This is forget-me-not. Okay? This is forget-me-not. Okay? Now, again to the text. Let us return to the text. So here we have grow snapdragons, poppies, hollyhocks, forget-me-not. water every week. You have to water those flowers or those wildflowers every week. Okay, so what is the good point of this project? What is the good point of this project? Okay, this is the project wildflower. What is the good point of this project? The good point of this project that wildflowers do not need a lot of work, right? They do not need a lot of work. They will attract what? Butterflies and birds to the garden too. They don't need a lot of work, right? And those flowers attract butterflies and birds. Attract butterflies and birds, okay? So this is the good point of this project. But what is the bad point of this project? The bad point of this project is that you have to water the flowers every week. This is the bad point. You have to water the flowers every week, okay? So let's move to the third project, making butterfly garden in our school garden. Making a butterfly garden in our school garden. Look, this is the butterfly. Do you know what does butterfly mean? This is the butterfly. So let's read this about this project. Butterflies are very pretty and are fascinating to watch. Butterflies are very pretty, very beautiful and fascinating to watch, okay? Butterflies like flowers, but they only lay their eggs on plants their babies eat. Grow wild bergamots, sunflowers and honeysuckle, mint and violets for butterflies. Grow dill and parsley for their babies, the caterpillar. Okay? So here we have the butterfly project. The butterflies are very beautiful, but you have to grow special plants for butterflies and for their babies. What does a caterpillar mean? Caterpillars is al-yaraqa. It is the baby of the butterfly. The baby of the butterflies. Ibn al-farasha, yaraqa, right? And in English we called it caterpillar. Okay, so what is the good point of this project? Here we have the project. So the butterflies, the good point of this project, the butterflies garden, is that the butterflies are very pretty and are fascinating to watch. So the good point is that they are very pretty and fascinating to watch, okay? But what is the bad point of this project? What is the bad point of this project? You have to grow special plants and flowers for butterflies and for their baby caterpillars, okay? So the bad point of this project is that you need or you have to grow special plants and flowers for butterflies and for their babies, okay? This is the bad point of this project, okay, student? Good. So we talked about 3 projects and we talked about the good points and the bad points for each project. So exercise number 2, write 3 sentences. Write 3 sentences in your notebook with the good and bad point of each proposal and we write them. We talked about them, okay? So exercise number 3, use your note to discuss with a friend which is the best proposal. What do you think about those proposals? In your own opinion, student, what is the best project? What is the best proposal? What is the best idea from those proposals? We have 1, 2, 3. What is the best one? What do you think? Okay. Write in your notebook. What do you think? In your opinion, what is the best project? Here you have to write a sentence saying your choice and giving your reasons. Okay. Why do you choose, for example, the first one, a bird-friendly environment? Why do you choose? What do you think? Write your opinion. Why do you choose, if you choose the second one, the wildflower garden, why do you choose this proposal? What do you think? And if you choose the butterfly garden, also write why do you choose it. Okay. So here you have to write why do you choose, the reason for choosing the best proposal. Okay, student? So this is our lesson for today. If you have any question, any comment, or anything you want to ask me about, just let me know and ask me whatever you want. Okay, student? So see you next time and have a nice day, have a nice weekend, and goodbye.